Rudi Keller at Civil War Jefferson City. The next couple of days should provide clarity about whether impeachment proceedings against Gov. Eric Greitens will happen quickly after the release of a legislative report detailing how the governor's campaign obtained and used a mailing list from the veterans charity he founded. A former Greitens supporter in the legislature said Wednesday, "I think it is more damning information concerning the governor, and this is probably more damaging than the first," said Rep. Walker, R. Kirksville. Walker was an early supporter of Greitens' campaign and one of the first to call for his resignation after news reports revealed in January allegations that Greitens had tied up and photographed a woman during a sexual encounter at his home. "I think people are re-evaluating some of their original stands, and it could happen quicker than later, but it could still happen in special session," Walker said of impeachment proceedings. A petition is circulating in the House to call a special session to take up impeachment immediately after the regular session ends this month. However, some legislators have called for proceedings to begin immediately. The report released Wednesday was the second major release from the House Special Investigative Committee on Oversight and summarized its findings about Greitens' use of a donor list from a veterans charity he founded for campaign fundraising. Greitens has been charged with computer tampering in connection with the donor list in addition to a felony invasion of privacy charge he faces in connection with the sexual encounter. State Rep. Shame Doan, R. Baldwin, said some Republicans need more time with the report before joining the leadership in a call for Greitens to resign. Doan backs the call for Greitens to resign. "Some people need a chance to digest the actual report because the information in there is pretty telling," Doan said. Boone County delegation to the Missouri House was split along partisan lines over whether Gov. Eric Greitens should resign or be impeached, or whether no action should be taken until his criminal trial is over. Democrats in the delegation, State Reps. Kip Kendrick and Martha Stevens, both of Columbia, were more adamant Wednesday that Greitens must resign or be removed from office. The Republicans, State Reps. Sarah Walsh of Ashland, Chuck Basie of Rocheport and Sherry Reich of Hallsville, either repeated earlier statements or, in the case of Basie, again declined to comment at all. Kendrick, the House Democratic whip, said the information in the new report only reinforces his determination to move on impeachment. "It shows a clear pattern of corrupt practices and alleged illegal behavior," Kendrick said. "There are multiple felonies he has been charged with that are not related to one another. It is concerning for anyone. I think it is alarming for a sitting governor of our state," Stevens said. The report substantiates news reports about how Greitens misused the donor list obtained from the mission continues and called for an immediate House vote on impeachment. "He has more than one felony charge against him, and it is quite shocking to me that we are going about business as usual when we have this in front of us," Stevens said. "I think we should move articles of impeachment now and get the process moving." Walsh said she was reading the 22-page report and the accompanying hearing transcripts and would not comment until she had completed it. After the House committee released a report April 11 detailing its inquiry into allegations that Greitens photographed a woman while she was partially nude and bound in his basement, Walsh said it outlines very disturbing and graphic allegations, and that she supported the GOP leadership call for a special session while the committee continued its work. Reich has said she wants to wait for the outcome of the criminal trials and said Wednesday that she hasn't changed her position. Reaction from other lawmakers showed little support for Greitens. However, Greitens still has some supporters in the GOP caucus, said State Rep. Mike Stevens, "I believe in the caucus there are those who are most vociferous in their insistence on both sides being heard and treated fairly," Stevens said. "The committee has given Greitens ample chances to present his case," Stevens of Columbia said. "He has had that opportunity and he refused to participate and testify in front of the committee," she said. Keller at ColumbiaTribune.com 573-815-1709.